Now, shout out to you because you always pop. I think maybe generational talent is overstated, but you do change the culture when you interview people. Like, you got Charleston on the platform.
Yeah.
He changed the culture and the narrative on the internet and the algorithm. Now you got FYB JMane.
Yep.
You got everybody hit
that's what I was
different.
trying
Do
to
your
tell,
homework.
like Big Chief dumbass. Like, he went on interviews talking about Shawn Cotton, he ain't nobody. He don't even look at money, look at Gilly and them, who they interview. He ain't Drink Champs. It's like, bro, you're so outdated. Like, you don't make in the interview space, you make more money having reoccurring guests.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I can interview Lil Baby, DaBaby, I can interview Kanye West tomorrow, but if they never come back on my channel, how am I benefiting from that?
Yeah.
So it's just like, people think that, but it's like, oh, Shawn only interviews, but I can interview my same 5 reoccurring guests and do way more views than a lot of these podcasts.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of them type of dudes who, I've never been like that. Like, Say Cheese never been that type of brand to where as though I'm out looking for the biggest artists. I'm not trying to interview Ice Spice. I'm not trying to interview, I'm trying to think of, I'm not trying to interview fucking Lil Baby and them. No disrespect to them, but that's just not gonna do my brand no justice. Like, my interviews are based off like getting people off the street and turning them into, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's always been my brand. So why go outside of that blueprint? Now, on the podcast level, it may be a little bit like that to where I get people that are on that level, but the Say Cheese platform never been, I'm chasing the hottest, biggest thing. Nah, nigga. I got a platform and I'm gonna go find somebody with a story.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep bringing them back and we're gonna run money up together. And I'm gonna pay you every time you come. And I'm gonna make money off you every time you come. We're gonna eat together. With Lil Baby and DaBaby, how our relationship's not growing? Because if you look at these big interviewers, they rarely come back and fuck with the platform.
That's true.
So that's why I don't like to say create, but I find people that have a story. And we build. Now, FYB JMane, we talk on the phone and it's bigger than just interviewing each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when Big Chief said it, I'm like, this nigga's so outdated. Like, I understand him, like, but he's just outdated. Like, that's the old hustle. That's the old interview hustle, to wait for people to come to the city and then interview them, and you got to wait for them to come back 4 years later. Then by that time, they run over with. Like, that's old. Like, niggas is, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are stuck in, like, the 2013 method, like, of just going off cloud and going off who hot. Like, that shit's dead. Like,
it's out of there.
I'm going to create my own people, and we're going to run that shit up.
How did
and I don't hold my people back. FYB JMane went to No Jumper. Adam 22 offered him a job. FYB JMane, real nigga. He called me, hey, should I take it? I said, yes, bro. Well, how much are they offering you? He was like, man, they talking something big. I said, bro, take it. Just make sure, Adam, don't fuck with your personal platform. Like, I'm not one of them niggas. When Charleston White, when he blew up on my platform, hey, man, Vlad calling me. But he was like, should I do it? I was like, bro, I think you should do it. I'm not holding back nobody who come fuck with me through my shit.
Yeah.
I want them to get big so they can come back and tell their stories, and like, I'm not holding back nobody. And I could easily hate on these people and be like, man, fuck them. No, I only stay on Say Cheese. But why would I do that?
Yeah.
Like, nah, nigga, they offering you a job. Go get that. Just make sure Adam don't fuck with your personal brand. So you can go home and still do your shit and then go over here and now you making money doing 2 different things.
Facts.
So that's why I don't think people understand, like, the new internet hustle. People are so stuck, bro. Like, they in the twilight zone.
How did you link with FYB JMane? Because Chicago King Dave threw me the oop. I want to say probably like 2 or 3 months before he appeared on Say Cheese.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, Big D, you want to interview with FYB JMane? I didn't know who it was. He was like, hey, bro, just throw him a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
What you want to throw him? I was like, how much? He said this amount. I said, cool. So that was on a Friday. That Monday I called FYB JMane. I said, yeah, Chicago King Dave said you want to do an interview. But now he was like, yeah, that was my price then. I want 1,000. I was kind of like, nah, I can't. I don't even know who you is.
Right.
So next thing you know, he on Say Cheese. I'm like, damn, is that the one with King David? King David's like, nigga, I told you. I told you, and now he off.
Yeah. He kept reaching out to V.
Okay.
And V had hit me up one time, and I was like, I'm cool on it. Because at that time, he was like dissing King Von real heavy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm cool on it. Because at that time, he was like still in like rapper mode, which wasn't a problem, but it was just like, so I interviewed him one time. It did pretty decent. And then I interviewed him the second time. It didn't do good. And then the third time we did it, and it hit off. It did okay.
Yeah.
And then the fourth time, he had the blue HIB shirt on, and it went dumb. And every interview, it just kept going up and up. And I didn't really know he was homeless at the time. Like, at this time, I'm probably giving him, like, I think I only paid him, like, $500. And then the next time, shit went stupid. I found out he was really homeless. He was at the U-Haul place trying to get a truck back to one of the cities that he's living in.
Oh, damn.
And I threw him a couple dollars. I was like, hey, bro, take this money. This for our next interview next month. Don't run off on me. You better come. We better do it. And then we just locked in ever since.
Now, seeing where he at now, did you see him becoming that big? As big as he's becoming now as far as internet personality?
In the beginning, nah. In the beginning, I'm just thinking like, but he's so smart with it though. Like he's super smart. He's super smart. It's a character we never seen before from a place that everybody loves and is infatuated with, like Chicago. He has valid stories. So the stories he's telling you about John Wick, and then I go interview John Wick, he said this shit was true.
Yeah.
So it was just like, everything he says is valid, and I think that's why people fuck with him, because he was around so many legends who died in Chicago. So that's why I think people fuck with him. And on top of that, he's really funny.
How do you think Chicago feel about him?
I think Chicago doesn't like it. I think they don't like how he's bringing people together. He's on IG Live with like 4 different sets. Like, that's never been done before.
Yeah.
And I think he's turning around. I think a lot of people in Chicago are starting to pick up cameras now because of him. You know, they're seeing what he's doing. He's being able to take care of his family on YouTube. So that's what it's about, is me giving him an opportunity. Now he put on Tay Savage. Tay Savage got his niggas. It's just everybody's eating now.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy. That's what it's about. Not me going to go interview fucking Kendrick Lamar and Drake. What the fuck is Big Chief talking? He's stupid. That nigga so dumb.